Majority Report. I love Majority Report. They're some of my favorite guys. I love these guys. But Kash Patel has been continuing to receive hearings. We obviously went through the Senate one, and he made himself look like a complete psychopathic moron, a complete grifter who just doesn't really fundamentally believe in anything. Guys, you're telling me that the conservative, like, conspiratorial grifter who promised to release the Epstein files and is now trying to come up with, like, literally every excuse under the, under the umbrella of whatever, like, dumb fuck conspiracy he wants to peddle, is trying to come up with, like, literally everything possible to not try to release the Epstein files, and people who are calling him on his shit might be particularly upset about the fact, like, okay, you guys, you promised to release the Epstein files. Like, where they at? What happened? What happened to the release of the Epstein files? And might get grilled for the fact that also Kash Patel has had I suppose, a revolving door of competent people that he did not like because they called him out on his own fucking incompetence. Because, again, Kash Patel is, like, an incredibly, incredibly incompetent fucking human being. But what do you got here?
Here is Representative Eric Swalwell asking Kash.
Also, I don't want to go through the entirety of the hearing because, again, it's like fucking 3 hours. Like, I just want to get some of the fucking goddamn clips, okay? And laugh along with the Majority Report.
About the Epstein files and basically getting him to admit that he knows how many times Trump's name appears in the Epstein files, goading him incredibly easily.
You don't know the number of times Trump's name appears in the files, so it could at least be 1,000 times. Is that right?
That's true.
The number is a total misleading factor. We have not released anyone's name. We have not released.
I think it might matter how many times. Every time you guys did any release drops of the fucking goddamn Epstein files, it was that phase 1 shit, that fucking LARP tier cope shit. Like, it was like phase 1 of the Epstein files. Whoa, and it turned out to be entirely fucking redacted, and like you guys decided to be like, actually, there's nothing going on here, guys. I know, nothing whatsoever. Blah blah blah. And it's just like, dog, like, you guys said that you would release the goddamn files, and you guys aren't releasing the files. Like, what's going on? You guys made a promissorino. What happened? What happened? And it's just like, I don't know, fucking. It's one of those situations where it's just like, I don't know, fucking sparing it, dude. Like, you guys made the promise to release the damn files, and you guys ain't releasing the damn files. And you're still not releasing the damn files, and you're trying to bend over backwards and come up with, like, literally every excuse under, I don't know, Vishnu or whatever the fuck to justify the position about, like, oh, well, we totally are going to release the files, and then you just decide not to release any of the files. So, I don't know, like, it's one of those situations, it's like fucking sparing it, guys. Like, you guys don't get to have any more fucking excuses, okay? No more. You've lost that privilege. No, you can't just come up with, like, whatever dumb idiot bullshit now. It's like, that you fucking either put up or shut up. Like, I don't give a shit about any of this anymore.
Anyone's name in the Epstein files that has not been credible.
Director, could
we have released every piece of legally permissible information.
Okay,
you can characterize the numbers however you want it.
Claiming my time.
I would just like to. This is a little bit of a side, but the guy behind Kash has a world-class scowl going on right now. Like,
yeah.
I think he was hired
staring at that.
Dude, this is like Obama fucking scowl, dude. Like, this is the Obama face, dude, right? You know? Like, unironically. Obama face. Where is it? Where is it? I know, we all know the scowl. We all know the fucking goddamn scowl. There it is. It's literally this, right? Bro, he's doing his best to Barack Obama impression. What can I say?
Yeah, he was hired to do that. Goodness. Yeah, play a little bit more. You don't know how many times it's
just wait, because he this is how dumb Patel is. He says 1,000. Start at the beginning. I'm sorry. I want to luxuriate in it for just a second. And
yeah, we are doing a little bit of poisoning in the well here, but Kash Patel is a fucking idiot, dude. Like, during the fucking hearing that he just did, like, on the with the Senate Senate Oversight Committee, he basically admits to being like, oh yeah, I've purposely, like, fired people that I don't like. Like, I have, yeah, and I do it again. I wouldn't have any problems with that. Like, I think one of the people who got fired by Kash Patel directly fucking testified right after, talking about, like, so, yeah, the reason why the dumbass fucking FBI director decided to fucking get rid of me was because of his own, like, particular political fucking grievances. It's so fucking goofy, man.
See how he gets him to admit immediately that he knows the number, and it's like he was doing this to a teenager. That's how easily manipulated he was.
You said you don't know the number of times Trump's name appears in the files, so it could at least be 1,000 times. Is that right?
The number is a total misleading factor. We have not released anyone's name. We have not released
Yeah,
anyone's name in the Epstein files.
Yeah, the number of times that he appears, I think, kind of matters, especially if it's we're talking about the world's most sort of like well-known pedophile in Jeffrey Epstein, world-renowned fucking pedophile. You know, no other pedophile has done it any better than Jeffrey Epstein. I'm just saying.
It's not been credible.
Director, could it
we
at
have
least be 1,000
released
times?
every piece of legally permissible information.
Okay,
you can
so-
characterize the numbers however you want it.
Claiming my time, Director. It sounds like if you don't know the number, it could at least be 1,000 times.
It's not. It's not.
Is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
Do you think it might be?
Then why would you say it was at least 100 times? Like you would say no. So you know. Okay, so you know how many times he's appeared in the files. So like why? Hey, Kash Patel, you were the same dude who literally said that you're gonna be the guy who fucking releases the Epstein files on like day one. Like that was a promise you. What happened? What happened?
Can you just pause?
Safety and
I'm
security.
sorry.
Wow.
So he got him to admit it. He says, "Oh no, it's not 100." So you know the number, and he won't even look at him in the eye. He's
Higher or
seething.
lower?
That's so
To be fair, he
funny,
can't look
dude.
anybody in the eye.
You're right. You're right. Everyone's looking at him in the eye, but he can't look at anybody else.
But I have to blame Trump for this too, right? Like, obviously, this is an example of Trump being terrible at staffing. Like, Kash Patel is perhaps one of the worst people for this particular role, not only because he's bad at lying, I guess, apparently, but also because there's so much evidence to the
I mean, here's the thing. The reason why people like Kash Patel are really bad at lying is because he's just like a conspiratorial fucking nutbag. What conspiratorial fucking nutbag has ever been good at advocating for any of their fucking positions? Like, none of them are good at it. They have to consistently lie in order to justify any of the positions that they, well, supposedly fucking believe in. So, I mean, it makes perfect sense why it's just like, wow, these guys are like complete, utter fucking dumbasses. It's incredible to me, honestly. It's just like consistently how these like people are just like so ridiculously bad at being able to properly advocate for anything that they fucking believe in. Because generally speaking, and here's the main crux, none of these people really believe in much of anything. It's all about the grift for people like Kash Patel, right? Like, he's a podcast dude, right? He loves to do his podcast. I mean, it's consistent with like a lot of people within the FBI, especially with like Dan Bongino and shit. Bro does not want to be there. He'd rather do his fucking dumbass conspiracy-brained fucking podcast instead. That's what people like Dan Bongino want to do. They don't want to fucking do all of the paperwork and like busybody work associated with being a part of the FBI. Fuck that. He just wants to like do conspiratorial fucking right-wing schizo shit. Like that's what people like Dan Bongino and fucking Kash Patel want to do. It turns out, guys, like properly running and staffing and administrating and doing fucking fascism properly, it turns out that's kind of difficult. Like, it's not easy. It's a lot of work. It's hard. It's one of those situations where it's just like these guys are just like, man, I don't want to do this shit no more, man.
contrary, that he believed something else just months ago. There's so many videos of him on Glenn Beck, so many videos of him on Alex Jones, like saying, no, it has to be there. There's a list, there's names, there's all this and there's all that. And now they're showing him that stuff and he's just shrugging, going like, I don't know, but it's not that. Who's that guy?
Leave me alone.
Him.
The thing is, Trump never thought this would be an issue. Like, he never thought this. Oh, Kash Patel mentions Epstein and the Epstein files all the time before I became president or in the early months of my presidency. But he never thought it'd be an issue. So that's why he didn't care about that. To me, it's like you've had all these MAGA guys on TV and doing podcasts and doing all sorts of media for so long that you have a list of people who at least can talk, and he decides to give, of all the people, Kash Patel a job that would land him multiple times. This ain't gonna be the last.
Listen, Kash Patel, he's one of my favorite little guys. You know, he's just a good little guy. He talks about stuff. He's positive about me. So, you know, obviously I have to give people like Kash a job, right? Like, that's how it works, folks.
You know, for the side that constantly talks about like meritocracy and whatnot, the Trump administration really likes to give fucking nepo positions consistently. I know it's a little weird. It's almost as if like the idea and like, I don't know, the fucking promise of meritocracy. It's almost as if it might be a bit of a lie, guys.
Time we see Kash Patel sitting in a hearing.
Right.
Kash Patel is given this job. Like, at least he could have picked one of his guys who could have talked his way out of it. Kash Patel is terrible at this.
Well, I think he's not hiring people based on competence. We know that. He's hiring them based on loyalty. I mean, even Pete Hegseth,
Yep.
same thing. We know that Pete Hegseth has a police report of a rape allegation at a conservative conference where the woman said he tried to physically block her from leaving and that he took her phone at the hotel room. She went to the hospital to get a test done, and eventually charges were dropped. But he has a record of being horrific to women.
Wait, but he said nice things about me on the television, Emma. So that means that clearly has to count for something, right? He says nice things about me, so that means I have to give him a job, right? Like that's how it works, guys.
Fucking dog. Look at my party of meritocracy. They do literally everything possible to give positions to like weird nepo idiots.
Ex-wife, and like what was that that letter from his mother that we read on the show showing
Where she believed it at first, and then now she's like, oh, sorry about that letter I wrote where I believed the allegations against my son and told him to knock it off.
And said he was an abuser of women, I believe. And this is an asset to Trump, that he can basically have leverage over a guy like this. And for a guy like Kash Patel, Trump wanted to...
This is such a good point here by Emma. That's what it is. For Trump, it's not about competency. He could give less of a flying fuck about competency. He himself is incredibly fucking incompetent. It's about maintenance of hierarchy and fucking control overall. That's what it always has been about with motherfuckers like Trump. Why do you think, like, again, at some point I'm just gonna like start thinking that anyone who just values loyalty above like literally anything else is it's just gonna be like a fucking red flag, because it's just like, like the only thing you care about is people being like fucking loyal to you. Like, why is that the fucking case? That's like so fucking weird. It's just like, dog, like if you want to have someone have a job, especially a really, really important one, and that is incredibly fucking bureaucratically oriented, like director of the fucking goddamn FBI, I would expect someone to know exactly what they're doing. But like, I mean, with the whole thing with Charlie Kirk and fucking Tyler Robinson, I mean, it became like pretty self-evident and clear that, dude, like this fucking bug-eyed, dumbass, conspiratorial idiot is just like, bro is not fucking cut out for this. It's literally like the meme with like, I think it's like the dog or the cat just like being doing like a really, really shocked face, being like, bro just realized he was not cut out for this. And that's like Kash Patel basically, like, I think every day, bro just realized he was not cut out for this.
Use the Epstein files to get elected. Didn't think it through too much, but I do think getting the guy who was the most obsessed with the Epstein files in charge of covering up the Epstein files is a way that Donald Trump would think, right?
I don't think he thought it through that much. I think that he, I agree, right? Because it is theoretically, if he's one of the biggest proponents of this cover-up and conspiracy, then maybe the people who listen to him will be willing to listen to him when he says it's over. But I think if that was the play, they really should have done a little bit better work crafting a narrative that made sense, because they came out with something totally unbelievable, totally discordant with what he was saying before. Which there is no list, there are no tapes, there is no Epstein, there's no.
Yeah, literally the fact that the position was just like, oh, there's nothing. What do you mean there's nothing? It's like, but you guys have been consistently saying that there's stuff. You guys have stuff. You guys are ready to like release a bunch of stuff, and now at the bottom of the fucking 9th inning, you're saying that there's nothing. Like, bro, that's some fucking bullshit. Like, what the fuck this is the excuse that you ended up fucking running with, saying this like, oh, actually, no, there's nothing. Smile. It's just like, okay, bro, nice meme.
It was a total denial, and that's just not an effective way to engage in this kind of cover-up. And what makes it doubly bad, and what makes Kash especially vulnerable for this, he's already acknowledged that he believes there's a cover-up. So,
yeah.
What's changed?
Well, I mean, he's now pretending like the birthday book that was released by the House Oversight Committee that they got from the Epstein estate, showing Trump's signature, showing and proving the Wall Street Journal's reporting correct, and that his lawsuit was insanely frivolous. This is Representative Moskowitz here.
We're not a fan of.
We're not a fan of, obviously, but he did get him here to like catch him under oath in front of the House committee, talking about how he's going to do the most insane. I doubt he's not going to follow through on this. But listen to the hoops that Trump makes his cronies jump through.
So this is just about the letter that came out that Trump denied existed, where he gave to Jeffrey Epstein a birthday message saying, "We're both enigmas. Isn't it great to have secrets?"
Yeah.
And said that actually wasn't me. That would actually be a huge problem, because it would mean that the Epstein estate submitted fraudulent evidence to the FBI. So, and they obviously
or to the House committee,
right?
Yeah.
But it's,
oh my god, that's such a good fucking goddamn point. Holy shit, yeah. Because they said it was fucking fake. Yeah, that would have, logically speaking, it would have meant that they submitted fake shit. No, that's so fucking bad, dude. Oh, no. Whoopsie. Oh, no. No.
It's not fraudulent, so they haven't actually been acting as if that happened, which would necessitate this investigation that Moskowitz gets him to, I guess, finally decide they need to do.
Oh. No sound. I can't hear it, yeah.
Not the sound.
The president has, you've seen the picture of the woman's body with the writing and the president's signature. The president says that's not his. Okay? The president says it's not his. The Republican colleagues say it's not his. The administration say it's not his. Will you be opening up an investigation into the Epstein estate for putting out a fake document with the president's signature linking him to the world's largest pedophile ring? Will you be opening that investigation into that?
Yeah, I feel like it would be pretty important. Yeah, this is actually a really, really good point here by Boskowitz. Like, it's just like, okay, so you, by that logic, saying if it's completely and utterly fake, like none of it is fucking real, like that would mean that somehow they have managed to forge the president's fucking signature, and it somehow one of the biggest pedophiles on the fucking goddamn planet, the pedophile of the fucking century, is somehow able to forge a signature of the president. Or that might be a fucking bad thing, guys. Like a lot of potentially really bad security concerns might arise because of stuff like that. Might be a big issue, guys.
On what basis?
On what basis? They literally put out a fake document according to the president with a fake signature.
No. I think they've been through enough. I think President Trump's best friend's family.
On what basis? Like, dude, we can look it up. What Trump saying the Epstein letter was fake. Like, we can look it up. Like, White House denies Trump's alleged birthday message to Epstein is authentic. Like, dude, like that's the first thing he did. Like, that's what he did. It was fucking crazy. And he himself was talking about how the fucking card itself was a fucking goddamn like a hoax. So like, by that logic, it's like, okay, let's go ahead and say that it was a hoax. Okay, sure. Let's assume this hypothetically. That would mean that the estate of Epstein submitted a fake fucking document that is supposedly fake, that that is apparently the president believes and has said is fucking fake. Okay, which means they committed not fraud, but they committed, would it be perjury? The submittal of fucking fake documents? I'm not exactly sure what charge that would entail. But they submitted like a fake piece of fucking goddamn evidence. Like, you don't think that might be a bad thing? That might be a big problem that Jeffrey Epstein submitted fake stuff to the Trump estate, or not to the Trump estate, but to the fucking goddamn FBI in terms of the fucking investigation. You think that might not be a bad thing? Like what's going on here? Because here's the thing, he can't fucking admit that was that what he's basically saying is like complete utter bullshit and nonsense and just a fucking lie, because he has a hand in fucking covering up the goddamn Epstein files. He has a hand in it, and he knows that he has a hand in it, so he can't give like any answer. There's like no out for him. He's just gonna fucking make himself look like a complete dumbass. It's guaranteed. The trap is shut. Like, it's over for you, Kosh. Like, Jesus Christ, bro.
He has been through enough.
Yeah.
We won't be pursuing any charges.
That would be a little insensitive.
Shared grief moment. We all have these little bumps on the road of life.
Yeah, we must have.
You want to keep going on that? I want to hear the rest of his answer.
That moment again where Cash can't follow what's happening.
He's a turtle on his back.
We'll play another clip later of him not knowing that Trump's attempted assassin is dead. We'll play that after this. He's an actual idiot of his story.
Wait. Well, okay. First off, which one? Are we talking about Snaggletooth guy or the guy at the golf course? Because there's like three of them, right? There's multiple of them. Which one? Which one? There's at least three. Like, please tell me it's the one in Butler, Pennsylvania, because that would be fucking hilarious.
Historic proportions.
The president has, you've seen the picture of the woman's body with the writing and the president's signature. The president says that's not his. Okay? The president says it's not his. The Republican colleagues say it's not his. The administration say it's not his. Will you be opening up an investigation into the Epstein estate for putting out a fake document with the president's signature linking him to the world's largest pedophile ring? Will you be opening that investigation into that?
On what basis?
On what basis? They literally put out a fake document according to the president with a fake signature, a forgery of the president of the United States signature. That's the basis.
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay, I look forward to that investigation.
Sure. Why not?
Because he has no choice. He has to bite the bullet. He has to bite the bullet, because if he doesn't fucking bite the bullet, then he just looks like a complete fucking moron. It makes him look even worse. Oh my god. I listen. That's gonna be who's ready for the investigation into the forgery that the Epstein estate decided to put out as a forgery for the president's fucking signature, dude. God, bro.
That's like, hey, look, I'm going to the store already. You want anything?
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah. Pick me up a Fago. Pick me up a cream Fago. Yeah, if you're going anyway. And also maybe file some charges against the Epstein's family estate for like forging the president's signature and some sort of evidence. You know, whatever, if you're going.
I get the impression it's literally like when a teenager who's gotten in trouble is sitting on the couch with their arms like this as their parents are telling, and you're gonna go over to Johnny's house and apologize, aren't you? You're gonna go and apologize for what you did? Yeah, sure, fine.
Yeah, but the kid ends up going and at least gives you the old like, I'm sorry, John.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get that from Cash Patel.
That's
and Matt nailed it yesterday, saying it's like Tim Robinson character.
Dude, I'm just like imagining like Kash Patel, one of the most ostensibly most powerful people on the fucking goddamn planet, just like going to like the neighborhood kid and just being like, I'm sorry for implicating you in a fucking conspiracy theory where I thought that you were raping children to harvest them in a blood ritual to fucking extend your eternal youth. I'm sorry for that. That would be so fucking funny, dude.
Because his whole thing is overgrown, basically 12-year-old boy. That is who Kash Patel is.
Sure, I'll do it.
Yeah, whatever.
Sure.
He just feels brief. Yeah, he doesn't really work now.
I'm sure they're going to get right on that. The FBI's going to get right on that investigation after they get on this one from, what was this, 2000 something, a long time ago, 2018, where Jack Posobiec was seen on Bumble, even though he was married and his wife was pregnant. And he's like, this is me being hacked. The FBI should get right on this.
I completely forgot about this, by the way, dude. Yeah, that was a thing that also happened. Yeah, Jack Posobiec. Listen, Jack, what happened to being such a fucking, like, religious, pious man? What happened? What happened to being so fucking pious? Poor Bubby. I thought, listen, I thought he was, like, based and trad and fucking conservative. And we're fucking out here cheating with our fucking wives and shit? Poor Bubby.
I never heard about the outcome of this FBI investigation.
No. Patel's getting to it. Sure, he'll do it. Let's play that then. 7 here.
Dude, if Kash Patel, unironically, like if fucking Jack Posobiec requested that fucking investigation and Kash Patel decides to fucking take it, that would be the funniest fucking thing on the planet, bro. God, that would be so funny.
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why?
Here's Kash Patel being asked by Representative Wes Hunt, that really hit Brian's funny bone, about Trump's attempted, the guy who tried to kill Trump, Matthew Crooks, shot at him.
I'm not worried about it! I'm not worried about any of this! There's worse shit on the local news!
I can't unhear it and unsee it now.
They're just having fun with it, bro. I'm here
for
it, bro.
This is probably a bit of a problem. Do you think Trump took this personally? Let's hear.
When your president was sat right there in that seat a couple years, last year in a committee hearing, I asked him a very detailed question about Matthew Thomas Crooks, the shooter responsible for the assassination attempt on President Trump's life. I didn't get an answer from Chris Wray that day, and I submitted written questions to the FBI and into the record of this committee, and I want to resubmit those questions today because I think we are still awaiting answers to those questions. So, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to submit them for the record, please. I'd like to ask you, sir, and the FBI, under your leadership, would you please respond to these questions, and can you commit to doing that?
As soon as the trial's over.
Thank you very much.
The trial?
The trial? Of Matthew Thomas Crooks, who is dead? He got shot? He's no longer with the He's fucking dead. He's so fucking stupid. Bro, Boy Meets Smitty, like bro, I need to know. I need like the fucking like Is he like one of the stupidest fucking unks or some shit? Like, he's dead. He died, Cash. He got shot. He got killed by the Secret Service after trying to assassinate the President of the United States. Like, what? Oh, well, yes, 1000%. Does Kash Patel really take the cake? Like, for real? That's if, man. There's a lot. Like, listen, we've looked into a lot of like. Really dumbass fucking unks, bro. Like some real fucking stupid motherfuckers. And Kash Patel, we're giving it a fucking Kash Patel. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, even some BJP unks would disavow him. Damn, that's fucking, bro. Like, a lot of people like to say it's peak, bro. For people like Kash Patel, it's looking kind of bleak, bro.
The trial.
Okay. Maybe he means investigation. But I would imagine it's over, right?
Maybe he's confusing because they always like to bring up that that second guy who was found like hidden in a bush. Didn't
maybe.
actually ever get a shot off or something, I think, or was nowhere near Trump or whatever he did. Trump was never in danger from the second guy, basically, is my point. And maybe that's who he's confused. That's the most kind.
If we want to be
best case scenario.
Yeah. If we want to be as charitable as possible, but I'm gonna be honest. Fuck people like Kash Patel. Bro, be as fucking dishonest. Never fucking steel man this man's positions at all whatsoever. Okay? Nah, fuck that. Absolutely not. We must be as critically dishonest as possible with fucking dumbasses like fucking Kash Patel, dude. Oh my god, bro.
I think he's talking about the Charlie Kirk thing and basically saying this Charlie Kirk thing happened. You can't really ask me about anything else.
Yeah.
I have my hands full, and I'm basically thinking this.
I mean, he didn't know who Dylan Roof was. Did you see that one?
Yes, he didn't know. Of course. I mean, Trump doesn't know the name of the minister.
Who's Dylan Roof? I'm okay. Listen, I have an excuse. I'm a Canadian. Who the fuck is Dylan Roof? I don't remember exactly. Dylan Roof. American mass murderer, a white supremacist and neo-Nazi who perpetrated the Charleston shooting. Oh, is this the fucking? This is like one of the churches, right? Like it's a big fucking goddamn thing. Shut up, black church in South Carolina. Yeah, pro South African apartheid. Right. Thank you, Boy Meets Minnie.
Minnesota Democrat who was killed in a political killing and doesn't know, and Kash Patel doesn't know the name of the white supremacist shooter.
This is what they said about the Minnesota stuff.
No way, dude. You live like so far. No way, dude. You live like so far.
How do you have so many Tim Robinson sound bites immediately at your fingers?
And I think you should leave soundboard.
Oh my god.
Wow. I gotta be honest though, this response from Kash is super relatable because I think most people have forgotten about that attempt. It's like, water off a duck's back. Like, people don't like Trump. It's fine. I think the FBI's opinion is everyone gets one now, right? Like, who cares? Who cares?
Everyone gets an assassination attempt.
Everyone, yeah, right. I mean,
everyone gets an assassination
it's interesting.
attempt
Trump
now.
is not being super vocal about the Charlie Kirk thing. Like, he's issuing his, truth socials and preparing this executive order. But I do think people are already kind of moving on. Like, this Epstein story is taking over the news, and it's in part because Trump, so much of what they're doing is so unpopular, but Trump drives the coverage of it by using the...
And it also, like, the fucking excuses, because, listen, the excuses that the Trump administration has been coming up with in order to try to do coverage, or to cover for the fucking goddamn Epstein files, it's been so fucking weak, dude. It's been the most fucking pathetic bullshit on the planet. It's just like, dog, you people have, like, the annals of power in terms of every respect, and this is what you fucking people come up with? Jesus fucking Christ. Listen, we've talked about before how, like, fascist sort of, like, administrations are always going to be prone to just sheer rank incompetence, but dude, this, like, shit like this just fucking takes the cake, man. Like, this is particularly fucking egregious, bro.
The bully pulpit and constantly being in the press talking about what matters to him. He doesn't care about Charlie. In fact, I would imagine it's upsetting him that it's overshadowing the assassination attempt on him. And so when he's asked about it, he's being like, the ballroom.
Oh my god, honestly, that's such a good fucking point, dude. Yeah, Trump would be fucking petty enough to just be like,
no one's talking about my assassination attempt anymore. Mine was worse than Charlie's. Him.
Also, I mean, listen, Emma, let's not forget, bro. Fucking... Like, what was it? Charlie Kirk was considered to be like a second son, right, to Trump? And we all know about fucking Eric Trump. How his dumbass gets fucking treated by fucking Donald Trump by the big Don. I'm just saying, dude.
He skipped his vigil at the Kennedy Center. J.D. Vance is the one hosting Charlie Kirk's show and being given that role. It's not. Trump does. There's no usefulness for Kirk anymore, really, for him,
because
except
he's
trying to half-heartedly manufacture consent for this authoritarian crackdown. But because it doesn't involve himself,
he doesn't
want to seek vengeance on somebody else's behalf. That's not his way.
I mean, Trump always wants to be the
which is so fucking funny because literally, like, for conservatives, like, which is why, like, Trump, broadly speaking, he's not, like, really good at this. Like, him as, like, a fucking goddamn figurehead is, like, so fucking bad for the broader sort of, like, conservative movement, because generally speaking, Trump is, like, an egotistical fucking narcissist of, like, the highest fucking degree. He only cares about one person, and that is himself. The only reason why he was doing this to begin with, doing all this fucking politics shit, is because it was purely for himself, a new fucking business venture for himself. The only person that he has ever fucking cared about in every instance has been himself. Everything has been revolving around like the, I don't know, like a presidency. It's all been about himself, his cult, literally everything. It's all about fucking Trump. So I mean, it makes perfect sense why the dude himself like doesn't really care about that at all whatsoever. Yeah, I love Charlie like a son. I tried to love him like Ivanka, but it turns out that he was gay. Yeah, I'd be like that, right, Alex?
Biggest invested something, right? He's got to be the one he's got to be the one. And when you have a political assassination that actually carried through and the person was assassinated, your grazed ear doesn't look so heroic anymore.
Oh my gosh. You think his assassination?
No, my
That's crazy.
So.
Yeah, he is like that. He is very catty. The Republican Party is full of very sensitive, like envious people. I bet that's it too. That's wild.
It's like when it's your sibling.
Dude, literally, if Trump is just gonna be jealous about the fact that there's gonna be so much TPUSA fucking merch sales. Like I'm calling it. It's the fucking Trump's gonna be jealous of the fucking merch sales. He's gonna be so jealous. He's like,
he's selling so much more merch than me about his assassination. No one wants to buy my merch in comparison. No.
His birthday.
Right.
Oh yeah, no.
Are we still talking about Charlie Kirk?
No, it's like how when you're like your sibling gets sick and gets more tension than you, and so you start to like develop some kind of like resentment over that. Yeah, that's no. I get that. I see that. That's gonna be the next thing in the Republican Party for sure.
I was supposed to be the martyr. God was the one that chose me, but he saved me and not Charlie. So I like victims of assassination attempts who survive. Okay.
Honestly, no. I think you guys are just judging our president too harshly. Once again, typical libs judging President Trump too harshly. He's more of a subtle.
I can't believe that these fucking lib cucks keep judging me. Listen, I mourned for Charlie. I was upset that Charlie got killed. I was so sad. Now let me keep pouting in the corner. Being upset about the fact that Charlie's gonna have better merch sales than I will.
Melancholy individual. He's like mourning and quiet. He's actually just about to announce that he's naming the ballroom after his two favorite deceased friends, Charlie Kirk and of course, his best friend.
The Epstein ballroom?
No, the Kirk Epstein ballroom.
Oh, gotcha. That rolls off the tongue. Verbonia, Trump is no longer the tallest building in Manhattan, assassination attempt speaking.
I mean, yeah, that's the equivalent, really. He really, he's always got to be the biggest invested something, no matter what it is.
Neilness, I think age verification laws as a means of internet censorship and citizen surveillance is not getting enough attention. Taylor Lorenz has been doing some really good work on that, but I will be honest that I haven't dove in super deep into it.
I mean, it's pretty insane that in certain states you need to register with the state your ID to like watch pornography.
Yeah,
that's
insane.
crazy.
Texas, right?
I think Tennessee. I think a bunch of southern states.
There's a bunch of different red
Andrew
states
Cuomo,
that
what is
doing
old
that.
is new again. I'm asking for your vote in the New York City general mayoral election. Now I know many things have been said about me that are not true, and even some of the worst things that are true. But I will sue you if you talk about that. Now, unlike my opponent, Mr. Mamgione, I have the strength to tell the working class New Yorkers that you will not be able to afford to go.
Okay, are we just like, are we done with the Kash memes and stuff like that? Are we just going over like IMs or something?
Kash Patel says there's no war in Ba Sing Se. Great reference.
Dude, ATLA fucking stays undefeated, bro. I think they're just gonna go for like just IMs and stuff and just shitting out further on Kash Patel. Yeah, like I mean, dude, we've mentioned about this before. It stands worthwhile to, I guess, mention again. Just the sheer rank incompetence that's going on with this fucking administration, trying to do everything possible in order to cover up for the Epstein files, the cattiness, of course, between like Trump and the general broader like administration. Like we've talked about before just how ridiculously fucking incompetent like fascist authoritarian broader like administrations and stuff like that stuff are like throughout history. But like I don't know, dude. Like I don't know if it's like safe for me to say that like this fucking administration in history takes the fucking cake, because goddamn, dude, like I thought in terms of like the first administration for Trump was like particularly bad in terms of like general sort of competency, and that like maybe like well, it seems like they have like a significantly better plan. I rescind all of that, dude. Like it is still about as like stupid, dumb, utterly fucking incompetent as it always has been, with like all these like complete utter morons and fucking dipshits. So I don't know, like really know what else there is to say besides whoa, like the Trump administration is putting in probably some of the biggest fucking dipshits on the planet in order to be able to try to defend him for I don't know, all of the like idiotic fucking bullshit and nonsense that he fucking pulls, like people like fucking Kash Patel and Dan Bongino. I don't know, like, and there's historical precedent for this, of course, like every single time, like with Nazi fucking Germany, when all the sycophants were the main guys who were in fucking power, who would never speak ill will, of course, against dear leader, against their Fuhrer. It's one of those. It's just one of those things that always has historically played out with fucking goddamn fascist administration. They get too high on their own supply of their fucking goddamn fart juice, and basically believe their own propaganda. Start to believe that like they're really like that, when in reality they were never fucking like that, and they're all just like a bunch of like oafish, buffoonish fucking clowns. And well, shit like what's going on with the Kash Patel hearings is really bringing to light just how incredibly fucking incompetent everything is, especially with this authoritarian fascistic fucking regime that is the Trump fucking second term. Don't think there's really much else to say besides, Kosh, you're a fucking idiot, bro. Like, you're real fucking stupid, bro.